So I'm with Tim Dillon from IDC. Tim, thanks very much for joining us. Let's talk about Asia Pacific. So how does the macroeconomic perspective affect Asia Pacific right now?
Not as bad as you think. If you read the press, you look at the media and so on and so forth, you would expect this is going to really badly and adversely impact upon the ICT environment. Reality is that ICT spending is actually fairly robust. So a recession scenario is going to cause it to bend, but it's not going to break it. And I think even if there is a tightening of revenue growth, the carriers can look to the SG&As to squeeze there. With some of the new network deployments that are in place, the operational efficiencies, the network efficiencies and so forth, give them a little bit of a cost break, if you like. So whilst it's going to hurt, it's not a disaster scenario by any means.
So why is that? What are the particular attributes of the region, cultural, geographic and economic, that have shaped it the way it is?
It's a mix. If you look to the usual suspects, China and India, you can't avoid talking about those two markets. Great growth and strong growth still. And you have, for example, the Olympics fueling ICT demand there anyway. And you talk to the big American carriers, for example, that will be covering. There's a lot of work and a lot of activity in the China market outside of the normal growth and demand. Same with India. If you look at the Indian services firms and where they're going internationally, they're creating a lot of demand. So those two country markets have good growth potential anyway. If you look at some of the established markets, Australia is a very mature market, but you're in a scenario where technology deployment is underway. So if you're, let's say, 90% through a deployment, a VoIP solution, you don't stop. You can continue to do that. And I guess that's part of the it'll bend but it won't break